How's it going? I'm with Kelly Perdew, and this is Lewis House of SportsNetwork.com. We're here at the Perfect Pitch Conference in Marina del Rey, LA area. And Kelly is the CEO and founder of Rotohog. I guess you're not the founder, but the CEO. And he's also the winner of The Apprentice 2 with Donald Trump. So, Kelly, tell me a little bit, why is Rotohog, I guess, such a compelling part of the fantasy sports industry, and why is fantasy sports so interesting right now?
Well, at Rotohog, we've created a configurable gaming platform. So we can basically work with any client, say the NBA, Turner Digital, Sporting News, Pro Football Weekly, and for them, configure basically on the fly any style of fantasy game across any sport and really help them engage their audience, their fans. It's highly monetizable. It creates a significant number of page views, so there's a lot of inventory to sell. Mm-hmm. It's a sponsorable product, and there's a lot of in-game revenue, because as you know, fantasy sports is a carve-out from online gambling laws. So
sure.
You're allowed to play for cash leagues, jackpot leagues, you name it. And fantasy sports is incredibly compelling, I think, mostly because it ties together somebody's passion offline,
right.
Say like my passion for the Denver Broncos,
sure.
And something that they really enjoy doing and engaging with their friends, buddies, and others online. Mm-hmm. That's the gaming component. So instead of just Monday morning quarterbacking and grumbling about, I haven't been grumbling at all this season with the Denver Broncos, but I was grumbling during the off season.
Sure.
You actually get to be in control of your league or team, and can do whatever you want with it. So it really gets people excited.
But you also get interested into other teams and other players that you're not necessarily fans of, because you want to be successful with your fantasy team, right?
Sure. So in fantasy, you have players from a lot of different teams on your team, mm-hmm. Real-world teams on your team. And one of the things that I think the industry needs to look at, and those professional teams that exist out there, is, say I'm a Denver Broncos fan. Well, guess what? I happen to have Frank Gore on my roster.
Sure.
I'm worried about his ankle. Is he going to be able to make it through the entire season?
Sure.
I'm worried about what kind of offense they're going to be running in San Francisco. I'm wondering if Sean Hill is going to continue to be quarterback after this weekend.
Right.
A lot of things impact how Frank Gore is going to perform for my fantasy team.
Sure.
So even though I'm not a 49ers fan, guess what? I am a 49ers fan.
Right.
Millions of people across the U.S. that are never going to put their butt in the seat in San Francisco for one of those football games, but they are interested and want to know and understand what's going on.
Go online. So it's really impacting the entire league and probably helping out the league in a whole other way that they didn't even realize would, just because people are playing fantasy sports, correct?
Absolutely. Well, you've seen over the last few years different leagues from Major League Baseball, NBA, right. NFL, paying more and more attention to the fantasy games that exist in their environment and other environments.
So what's in the future for Rotohog? What can we see in the near 3 to 6 months?
Well, we've created a gaming platform, and we're able to, like I said, configure games very quickly. So we'll be adding a lot of different distribution partners.
Okay.
We're also looking at adding something in the entertainment space. So any kind of structured data. So instead of, say, yards or touchdowns, it could be breakups, DUIs, you name it, for a different set of structured data for us to power some games with some large distribution partners.
Very interesting. So where can people find you online, Kelly?
We're at Rotohog, Rotohog.com, and you can see my blog at kellyperdew.com.
Awesome. Thanks.